Hello everyone. I thought today was a very important day in India with the most of the country participate in the Janta curfew, and it was very good effort from the Indians, most of the Indians I will say. But at the same time, I have seen certain videos at 5 p.m. IST when we were participating in the in some of the places for acknowledging the efforts of the health workers, etc. But I was very astonished to find that at many places there was procession there in India celebrating as if there was some victory over the coronavirus, etc. I I was totally stunned by that video. I just found that whether the people are aware or not. I am presently sitting here at the epicenter of this coronavirus. I'm located in London, UK, where it's spreading like anything. There's a lot of panic entirely in Europe, which you can understand. By Europe, it is one of the Europe is like premium economy, one of the advanced economy with the premium healthcare services, with a lot of money with the government, and they take a lot of care of their own people. And even one death in their country is like very serious to them. So from the last 2 and 3 weeks, everywhere in Europe and also in UK, this disease is spreading like anything, and people are becoming very very serious. There is no food in the retail, etc., and there is a lot of social distancing happening here. But today, what I found that in India, people are celebrating. There are a lot of processions at 5 p.m. People are celebrating in the bikes. There are a lot of processions. They don't understand that what this disease is all about. I am passing this message that so that people take it seriously, that this is nothing to celebrate. We have not found any medicine or any vaccine of the coronavirus, and it is highly contagious. I will put some statistics in front of you. So what it is said, what has happened in China, from one person, usually average 2.6 people are getting contaminated, and within 6 to 7 days, that 2.6 is giving rise to 3,500 contamination. So you can find that how it is spreading from 1 to 3,500. I will put some of the data in front of you. Last week I have kept certain screenshots of some of the live updates globally. So everybody knows how the situations of China and Italy. So China, they are right now restricting, but we have 80,000 diseases cases there, and Italy, it is increasing like anything. With every day 600 to 800 people are dying, with military on the road. Their healthcare is not able to cope up. Italy was having one of the best healthcare system in the world, but it is still not able to cope up. So about 600 to 800 people are dying. The entire city is locked down. All the cities, the entire country is locked down. There is military on the road. If you see the statistics, last Saturday, the last Sunday, the same time, USA was only 3,000 cases in USA. In 7 days, USA right now it stands, it's still afternoon in USA, it stands about 32,000. 10 times cases have increased in last 7 days. If you see Germany was 5,000 last Sunday. Today it stands at 26,000, 5 times increased. If you see Spain was 7,500 last Sunday. Today Spain is about 28,000, 4 times increase minimum. And UK was 1,000 and today it is now 5,000 plus, with 50 plus death in London, in UK, and London being the epicenter. The reason I am putting all the statistics in front of you, because in India what I found that people are just celebrating at 5 p.m. in the night. There are bikes. It's like India has won the cricket World Cup. They are not able to understand the basic level of education. People are not having the basic level of consciousness that if you go together in one single procession, this disease can spread to 200, 500 people, and there will be some sort of chain reaction in 2 to 3 days, that 500 people will spread the disease to about minimum 5,000 to 10,000 people. At the time when our Honorable Prime Minister is trying to bring all the awareness, because I've seen the first time in many years that for 7-8 days all the public trains have been cancelled. People are not able to understand the basic purpose of this particular Janta curfew and the reason of ask for social distancing. uh, I felt very down to see that people are celebrating. They are moving in a procession. I know it's important to cheer the your health workers, but the instruction was that people has to stay at home and then do something from their home. Either they clap from their window or from their corridor, something like that. The idea was to keep people away, not together. And people, either they don't understand or they are not taking it seriously. Because if you see India, it's one of the most densely populated countries in the world, and we do not have so many seats in the bed, so many ICUs. Our medical system is not so strong like the advanced countries. All the major advanced countries like USA, Italy, Germany, Spain, UK, who are rich as well as have a lot of healthcare workers and a lot of investment, they are not able to cope up. And we are we are like prisoned in home for the last 3 weeks with it's things are getting worse and worse in the retail stores. Foods are not available, a lot of panic buying. All the healthcare systems, they are not taking all the patients because there are no seats available. Some of the stadiums are getting converted into healthcare systems with a lot of beds they are putting. The people in India need to understand that the way you can win over coronavirus is only by social distancing. You have to break the chain of propagation. If the person do not meet, they will not touch anything, they will not speak in front of each other, the disease will not get a chance to spread. So the peak of the disease which India is getting into, the peak of the disease, we can flatten that peak and we can spread across the peak over 2 to 3 weeks. That will give ample time to our healthcare workers, to our police, to our social workers to come up with the requisite amount of support to treat the patients and cope up to the volume of diseases and the disease people who are going to come up in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I request everyone that please take it seriously. Please take it seriously. It's not like a national public holiday that you are celebrating, having queue outside the meat shop to buy the food. Have this time with your family. You read books, love what you do, but don't meet with anyone, because this disease is like contagious like anything. The world has never seen such a contagious disease. So it stays over the metal surface for about 12 to 15 hours. It stays over the your fabrics for 8 to 10 hours. The droplets, if somebody is coughing in the droplets, it stays in the air for 2 to 3 hours. So you can understand, we are fighting against an invisible force. And so I request my fellow Indians and countrymen that have the level of consciousness. Please understand before it is too late. We will definitely celebrate and show to the world once we find the vaccine, but that day is not right now. It is not the right time to celebrate. I found it very important to pass on this message, because what is happening in Europe, it's something very, very, very serious, and I want my fellow countrymen in India to understand that seriousness. I hope you will understand and take care of you and your family. Don't spread the disease. Please stay at home. Take care of yourself. Break the chain. Break the chain so that the disease is not spreading fast in India and we as a country can fight the coronavirus. Thank you. Thanks. Bye.